हेलो बच्चों। तो एक बार फिर से मैं एक वीडियो लेके आई हूँ जिसमें आपको नेचुरल वेजिटेशन पे कंप्लीट रिवीजन करने को मिलेगा इसमें, एंड ऑल द इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस एंड एमसीक्यूज, especially MCQs, right? In that format, I have got all the questions here, right? With the help of a few other teachers also, we have prepared a set of questions in this manner, and बहुत सारे अलग अलग क्वेश्चंस के सेट बनाए हैं जिससे कि आपको कुछ बोर्ड्स के लिए हेल्प मिले। उनमें से एक ये मैं आपके सामने प्रेजेंट कर रही हूँ, एंड इट्स जस्ट टू हैव अ क्विक रिवीजन ऑफ योर चैप्टर नेचुरल वेजिटेशन। ठीक है, so hopefully it is going to help you all a lot, right? And अब इस समय आप लोग बोर्ड्स के लिए ऑलमोस्ट प्रिपेयर्ड हो पूरी तरह से। तो अब इस समय जब आपने सारे चैप्टर्स कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं, सारे यूनिट्स रेडी कर लिए हैं, देन quickly you can have this type of revision in which you are just going through the MCQs or some important questions from the different units. Okay, so let's have a quick revision of it. Right? Number one, the other name of tropical evergreen forest is rainforest. What is the reason for that? Because it receives heavy rainfall throughout the year. Right? There are different reasons. So in that, children, you have to understand कि कौन सा सही आंसर यहाँ पर होना चाहिए। ठीक है? Next है, the leaves of tropical evergreen trees are broad. Reason क्या हो सकता है उसका? To evaporate excess water. क्योंकि एवरग्रीन ट्रीज के पास में जनरली रेन फॉरेस्ट वहां मिलते हैं जहां पर बहुत ज्यादा हैवी रेनफॉल होता है, तो वहां पर इवेपोरेट और ज्यादा हो सके उसके लिए ब्रॉड लीव्स आर देयर, so many stomatas are there on that, and that makes more and more transpiration. Okay, number 3, these forests shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks during the spring and early summers. Which are such forests called? Yes, can you just get that name? That is deciduous forest. Okay. अच्छा, इसका रीजन क्या है? Why they shed down their leaves? उसके लिए आपको इन चारों ऑप्शंस में से आपको सही ऑप्शन चूज करना होगा। Seasonal rainfall is there. Yes, it is correct. Alternate dry and wet season. Correct. They are found in pure strands. Yes, but B is the correct answer for this. The subsoil water is not enough for the tree to retain their leaves. Okay, so that will be the correct answer for this. Now, an important tree of Karnataka forest and known for its lofty status and medicinal value. So it is sandalwood. Karnataka is known for its sandalwood forest. Okay. Next, the main characteristics of this type of vegetation is to reduce the leaves into spines and thorns in order to prevent the loss of water by transpiration. Okay, just opposite of what we have discussed just now about the evergreen rainforest, right? Acha, next है बच्चों, the major factor affecting the forests of this vegetation are, जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है इन्फ्लुएंस करता है इस टाइप के वेजिटेशन को। इस टाइप के वेजिटेशन मींस व्हाट? इस पिक्चर में आप देख सकते हो माउंटेन्स के ऊपर, दैट्स व्हाई व्हाट टाइप ऑफ वेजिटेशन वी आर गेटिंग? माउंटेन टाइप वेजिटेशन। ओके, तो वहां पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर क्या है जो इफेक्ट करता है टाइप ऑफ वेजिटेशन को? दैट इज वेरिएशन इन रिलीफ। Okay, relief then actually influences the other elements or the other factors. You can say temperature, rainfall, and all. Right. Next, it helps the land to survive in the shifting mud of the coastal region. कौन सी ऐसी चीज है जो वो मडी एरिया में, कोस्टल एरिया में जो रूट्स हैं उनको वहां पर एक सरवाइव करने में हेल्प करता है? It is actually stilt roots. Small stilt roots are there, and these roots hold the tree within that marshy area, right? So this is actually stilt root is the correct answer for this. Next, important benefits of agroforestry. एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री आपने ये डेफिनेशंस पढ़े होंगे. आपको एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री, सोशल फॉरेस्ट्री, देन एफॉरेस्टेशन, डिफॉरेस्टेशन, रिफॉरेस्टेशन, ये सब टर्म्स जो हैं ये आपको क्लियर होने चाहिए, राइट? बिकॉज बोर्ड्स में बेटा ये क्वेश्चंस अक्सर आते हैं. तो बच्चों, इंपॉर्टेंट बेनिफिट्स ऑफ एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री मीन्स व्हाट? एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री मीन्स एग्रीकल्चरल प्लस फॉरेस्ट्री, right? Ecological and economic you can say interaction is the main purpose behind it. Okay. Next, all government organizations are supposed to implement one Mahotsav program during the months of, actually it is July. Okay, option is not very clearly given. It was, the initiative was actually taken to have this program in the first week of July. Okay, 1st to 7th of July was taken for that. So July, August can be the correct option in this case. Next is the main objective of silviculture. Silviculture is actually, it aims at sustainable yield of timber. Okay, many other purposes are also there behind it, but this is one of the most important purpose behind it. Okay, now come to next set of questions. These forests are found along the coast and mouth of the river which are affected by tides. Which of these forests? Littoral forest. Okay, we all know it. These forests are found in hot and humid areas of India where rainfall is over 200 centimeters. Over 200 centimeters means it's very heavy rainfall. Relative humidity is also quite high, is more than 70%. तो वो कौन सा फॉरेस्ट इन चार ऑप्शंस में से कौन सा फॉरेस्ट हो सकता है? That is exactly, it is your answer is very correct. That is tropical evergreen forest. Okay. These forests, next question, these forests are found in areas receiving 100 to 200 centimeters of annual rainfall and are the most widely spread forest of India. 100 to 200 centimeters means this is the forest which is getting seasonal rainfall. Okay. And this is called as tropical deciduous type forest or vegetation. Next question, forests have a favorable effect on the climate of the region as dash. The roots of the trees hold the soil. They help in causing rainfall in the area. Next is create a cool atmosphere and a water cycle which affects the forest. The answer should be B and C. By mistake, it is written over here A and B, but that is going to be the correct answer. They help in causing rainfall in the area and they create a cool atmosphere and a water cycle which affects the forest. Okay. Then come to next. These forests are found on the windward slopes of the Western Ghats. Windward slope means the slope which is actually getting the monsoon winds first. Okay. Now, which is the forest found there? Now, related to this, if you remember, the windward side of the Western Ghats are the regions where very, very heavy rainfall is received during the monsoon season, right? But as the Western Ghats are crossed by these winds to the other side of it, that is leeward side of it, the rainfall becomes very less. Okay, so विंडवर्ड साइड पे कौन सा वेजिटेशन मिल सकता है? जब हैवी रेनफॉल हो रहा है, इट्स गोइंग बियॉन्ड 200 250 सेंटीमीटर से भी ऊपर रेनफॉल हो जाता है. ओके, उससे भी ज्यादा एनुअल रेनफॉल. तो वहां पर नो डाउट इट्स गोइंग टू बी आउट ऑफ ऑल दीज फोर ऑप्शंस वी आर गोइंग टू हैव ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन अगेन इन दिस. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बच्चों, ट्रीज ऑफ दीज फॉरेस्ट शेड देयर लीव्स इन द ड्राई समर्स बट द पीरियड ऑफ शेडिंग इज डिफरेंट फॉर डिफरेंट स्पीशीज ऑफ ट्रीज. Again, it's going to be like tropical deciduous. Okay. Now, these forests are also known as monsoon forests. Tropical deciduous forests are called as monsoon forest. Reasons for rapid depletion of forest resources in India are, क्या रीजन हो सकते हैं कि इंडिया में बहुत तेजी से फॉरेस्ट रिजर्व्स जो है, फॉरेस्ट रिसोर्सेज, उनका डिप्लीशन हो रहा है? क्या रीजन हो सकते हैं? All these options are correct, I feel. To grow more food for the increasing population, forests are being cut. Okay, deforestation is going on. To provide more houses for the urban population, yes, it is also correct. The tribal population who practiced shifting cultivation to grow some crops for their own consumption. That is also correct. So all these options are going to be correct in this. Okay. Next question. Sundari tree is considered good for the building of boats as it is easily available? No. As it is water resistant, strong and durable. This is the most important point. Okay. It is water resistant and durable also. Next question. A soft and white timber used for making toys and matchboxes. इसमें क्या option सही हो सकता है? Yes, teak, sandalwood, sundari trees, and fir. That is going to be the teak is the correct option for this. Next, DASH is a joint management program of both the people and the government in which the needs of the rural population as well as the government are satisfied. What is it? Social forestry. Yes, correct. Out of reforestation, deforestation, agroforestry, social forestry is the correct one. Okay. Next question is vegetation that changes with height. Yes, vegetation that changes with height is actually called as mountain forest. Next, bark, roots, and leaves of this tree are of great medicinal value for treatment against ulcers, allergy, chickenpox, diabetes, etc. That is neem. Okay. We all know it very well. हम लोग के आसपास like हम लोग के घरों के आसपास बहुत सारे नीम के पेड़ आपको वैसे मिलेंगे. तो नीम जो है वो एंटी एलर्जिक और एंड यू कैन से लाइक उसकी पत्तियां या उसके जो बार्क है या उसका रूट है वो अलग अलग फॉर्म है. इवन उसका जो फ्रूट होता है उसमें ये सब का बहुत ज्यादा यूज है. राइट. नेक्स्ट इज द ट्रीज ऑफ ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट आर कॉल्ड एवरग्रीन बिकॉज अब इसमें क्या रीजन हो सकता है why these are called evergreen? Because they have no particular season of shedding down the leaves and do remain green throughout the year. यही रीजन है इसको हम एवरग्रीन बोलते हैं बिकॉज ऐसा लगता है कि हमेशा वो ग्रीन दिखता है. राइट. और उसका रीजन क्या है? ट्रीज दे शेड डाउन देयर लीव्स. ओके. इट्स नॉट दैट कि कभी वो लीव्स गिराते ही नहीं है. दे शेड डाउन देयर लीव्स बट the time is actually not the same. The period when they have to shed the leaves, that is not same for all the trees. That's why it seems like always it's green. Next question is thorny scrub forests are found in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, etc. Where rainfall is less than 70 centimeters. Okay, that means almost arid or semi-arid conditions, you can say. Right? Next question is India poses great variety of vegetation because uneven distribution of rainfall is there, differences in temperature, different varieties of soil. All these are applicable. Okay, so D option is the correct one. Dash is the growing of trees in those areas where the trees have been earlier destroyed. Okay, see, read the question very carefully. What is there in this question? Earlier, the forest was there, it has been destroyed, and again, growing of trees has to be done. So, what will be the correct term for that? That is reforestation. Okay, that means the planting of trees is being done, right, in that area where earlier forest was existing. Clear? Next question. Dash is the planting of trees to create a new forest. That will be afforestation. Means earlier it was not a forested area. That was not having any plantation. But now when we plant the trees there, that is to convert that into forested area. That is called afforestation. Okay. Next, these forests are found in the northeastern states, Andaman Nicobar, West Islands, western slopes of Western Ghats. कौन सा इसमें vegetation हो सकता है? Tropical evergreen forest, because the reason being these forests are found in very very heavy rainfall areas which are actually in India. These are the major heavy rainfall areas. Okay, western slope of Western Ghats, northeastern states, Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, तो tropical evergreen होगा. Next है important trees of these forests are palms, babool, kikar, khajuri. ये कौन सा vegetation है? This is belonging to the desert areas. Okay. Now come to next. Tidal forests are also known as mangrove or littoral forest. Okay, be very clear about it. Whenever any question comes related to mangrove forest, that means it's tidal, it is littoral, it is mangrove. All these are same. Okay. Next, mahogany and ebony are the trees found in the dash forest, tropical evergreen forest. These are actually seen in the tropical evergreen forest, right? Next question. This is of a very little human use. It is mainly used for fencing. Okay. For this, the best answer is going to be cacti, cactus, right? Tropical evergreen not much exploited for commercial purposes because अब यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन आ गया बच्चों जो ये बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन है कई बार आ चुका है बोर्ड्स में लाइक ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट जो है व्हाई इट इज लेस एक्सप्लॉइटेड एज कंपेयर टू ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडियस फॉरेस्ट ओके कंपैरिजन आ सकता है वन साइड क्वेश्चन आ सकता है जैसे ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन पे पूछ लिया व्हाई इट इज नॉट सो मच exploited, right? It's not so commercially useful. On the other side, it may come just related to deciduous forest, tropical deciduous, that these are economically very useful, right? Commercially very useful. Or you can say the why it is so important for us, right? तो उसका main reason क्या है वो आपको समझना पड़ेगा. Okay, they are mainly found in the inhospitable rugged terrain and are almost impenetrable, right? This is actually the answer for this question. Okay, but one more thing I would suggest here, like tropical evergreen forest की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो उसमें आपको दो चीजें ध्यान में रखनी है. Number one is that tropical evergreen forest में trees तो है, fine, that is a forest, so it is a dense forested area. But one thing you should keep in mind, as compared to deciduous forest, tropical deciduous, you'll find इस फॉरेस्ट में जो है बहुत ज्यादा अंडरग्रोथ्स आपको मिलेगा. ठीक है, undergrowths means what? Lot of creepers and small herbs and shrubs and bushes and all, right? These all are found a lot in the tropical evergreen forest. Okay, which makes the movement very difficult. Suppose anybody has to cross the forested area, it becomes quite difficult, right? Which is not seen in the case of other one tropical deciduous forest. Their trees are there, but undergrowths are not much found there, so that it's going to create problems in the movement. Okay, one point. Second very important point is that the tropical evergreen forests are actually present in mixed strand, right? What does that mean? That means they are having different species of trees and plants within a small area. So if for commercial purpose, anybody wants to get any specific type of wood, okay, so that is going to be very difficult for the person because the entire area has got different type of trees there. Okay, so they'll have to search for it. But if we talk about the tropical evergreen, this is actually having the trees which are present in pure strand. That means same type of species of trees are found at one particular place, right? So tropical deciduous, that's why it is commercially very useful. Okay, or you can say it is more exploited, right? So यहाँ पर आपका आंसर हो जाएगा, correct option will be C. They are mainly found in the inhospitable rugged terrain. Okay, next, leaves of this tree are used to wrap beedies, beedi, right? I hope you all know about beedi. Beedi is just like cigarette, okay, right? It is actually made within a leaf, and this is actually the tree. In the leaf of this tree only, the beedi is made. Okay, so which is that tree? Tendu, right? Now come to next question. Identify the forest. अब आप ये पिक्चर आप देख सकते हो, इस पिक्चर में आपको ट्रीज किस टाइप के नजर आ रहे हैं. दीज ट्रीज आर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दीज आर लाइंग वेरी क्लोज टू द माउंटेन. Okay, number two is that these trees are, if you will properly notice it, all these trees are conical in shape, right? तो आपने पहले ये चीज पढ़ा हुआ है, conical trees, are generally found over the mountainous areas at greater altitude. Okay, right? That's why these are called coniferous trees. तो यहां पर आप देख सकते हो इसमें से सारे वेजिटेशंस में से कौन सा ये है इस पिक्चर में. It is no doubt it's mountain forest. Okay. Next, trees utilize carbon dioxide in releasing oxygen. Is what type of function of forests? ये कौन से टाइप का फंक्शन हुआ जो आपने पढ़ा होगा. चार अलग अलग टाइप के फंक्शंस फुलफिल करता है फॉरेस्ट. तो यहाँ पर कौन सा फंक्शन यहाँ फुलफिल हो रहा है आप बताइए. एक्सेसरी फंक्शन, प्रोटेक्टिव फंक्शन, प्रोडक्टिव फंक्शन या रेगुलेटरी फंक्शन. रेगुलेटरी फंक्शन. ओके. कोई भी जो जैसे कार्बन साइकिल है, ऑक्सीजन साइकिल है, वाटर साइकिल है, राइट. कोई भी साइकिल का फॉर्मेशन जब होता है दैट कम्स अंडर दिस रेगुलेटरी फंक्शन. ओके, राइट. So now come to the next question. Next question is the bark of the tree has medicinal properties effective in treating allergies, etc. In the earlier part, I remember this we had discussed. Which tree is this? This is Deodar, Bale, Sal, or Neem. Neem is the correct answer for this. Okay. Identify the forest to which it belongs and why are leaves of trees mostly thick and small. अब ये आप बताइए कि ये कौन से फॉरेस्टेड एरिया में मिलेगा. वाई लीव्स आर वेरी थिक एंड स्मॉल. इसका करेक्ट आंसर होगा थॉर्न फॉरेस्ट. टू मिनिमाइज इवेपोरेशन द लीव्स आर very small and these are fleshy leaves. Okay, or the stem also. Next question. Tree has profuse growth with a tangle of climbers. अब ये स्टिल्ट रूट्स होते हैं. स्टिल्ट रूट्स मींस दीज आर फाउंड इन विच टाइप ऑफ वेजिटेशन. Yes, for survival in soft and shifting mud, for water to grow, for breathing, for moisture. A is the best option for this. Okay, that's why these are also called breathing roots, right? Next, which of the following forests possesses this characteristic? Mountain forest to withstand large and heavy snowfall, shed snow easily without breaking limbs. Desert forest to protect from the animal attack. Evergreen forest to get maximum sunlight. Tidal forest to survive shifting mud. A is the best answer for this. Mountain forest to withstand large and heavy snowfalls. Okay. Next question. Cactus is a dash plant. Xerophyte, hygrophyte, mesophyte, or tropophyte? Yes. What will be the correct answer for this? It is xerophyte. Okay. Xerophyte. Next question. What is the objective of forestry which is shown in the picture? It is actually to grow trees to produce sellable products and to provide shade to the crops. Okay, B will be the correct answer for this. Now, Van Mahotsav comes under urban forestry, social forestry, extension forestry, yeah, all of the above. So that will be all of the above. To which forest does this tree belong? This tree belongs to the desert type of forest. Okay. Now come to next set of questions. Correct answers are marked in light green color. Okay. Vegetation refers to, इसका short definition होगा assemblage of plant species living in association with each other in a given environment. That is called vegetation. Okay. Next, which of the following vegetations has a multi-layered structure? Yes, tropical evergreen forest. Next, Kanju and cocoa are the important trees found in tropical desert forest. Okay, these are the important trees of tropical deciduous forest. Which are those trees? Mahua, mulberry, and shisham. Okay. Next here, which of the following vegetation experiences annual temperature between 12 to 13 degrees centigrades? इसमें correct answer होगा आपका mountain forest. The following pair of trees have medicinal value. Neem and teak, babool and bear, teak and sal, babool and neem. Babool and neem is the correct answer for this. Next question है, dry deciduous forests can be found in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. It's going to be Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Okay. Next question, one of the most important objectives of agroforestry is to maintain ecological balance along with proper utilization of farm resources. That is the main objective of agroforestry. Okay. Next, which of the following statements is incorrect? Which of the following statements is correct? Right? So incorrect or correct, you have to be very particular about it. If it is incorrect, you should take out one point which is actually not true. But here you have to find out the statements which are actually out of all these, which one is correct one. Okay. Agroforestry is also known as One Mahotsav. No. Social forestry aims to maintain ecological balance and proper utilization of farm resources. No, not exactly. Social forestry is a part of agroforestry. No, actually, agroforestry is a part of social forestry. So that is the last point given over here. That is correct one. Okay. Next question है practice of growing trees on farmland to produce sellable products is farm forestry. Right? Next, littoral forests found in Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Right? These forests have breathing roots called pneumatophores. Okay. P is silent, pneumatophores, which extend vertically above the ground so that they can breathe in. Right? Next, which of the following can be identified as montane forest? Right? Montane forest में इनमें से कौन सा सबसे सही ऑप्शन होगा? ये ऑप्शन ए है, ऑप्शन 2, ऑप्शन 3 एंड ऑप्शन 4. राइट? 4 ऑप्शंस हैं, ऑप्शन 1, ऑप्शन 2, ऑप्शन 3 एंड ऑप्शन 4. अब इनमें से क्वेश्चन है आपका विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कैन बी आइडेंटिफाइड एज मॉन्टेन फॉरेस्ट? मॉन्टेन फॉरेस्ट इसमें से कौन सा हो सकता है? ऑप्शन 3. यस. Next question, choose the correct statement based on the characteristics of montane forest between altitude of 1500 meters and 1750 meter. Cheer pine is an important tree. Okay. Next, a movement initiated by the women of Uttarakhand to prevent deforestation in the area from where they actually belong, right? Now, a movement initiated by the women of Uttarakhand. Now, children, this is again one important point for you. Which was that movement? That was actually Chipko movement. Okay. Objectives of National Forest Policy of India. इसमें एक पॉइंट जो है ऑड वन आउट है, टू एंश्योर डेंस ग्रोथ ऑफ हार्डवुड ट्रीज to safeguard the ecological balance. No, that is not so important. The first point is going to be the correct answer for this. Next, a sweet smelling timber which yields oil used for making handicrafts and pharmaceuticals and all, that is sandalwood. Okay, sandalwood also called as chandan, right? Chandan ki lakdi. Biosphere reserves provide recreation and aesthetics to humans. That is the correct point. Okay. Then picture-based questions. The leaves of palas is used for rearing of shellac worms. To which type of forest vegetation do these trees belong? Littoral forest, tidal forest, deltaic, yeah, all of the above. Littoral forest. Okay, littoral or या आप उसको tidal भी लिख सकते हो, but littoral is the best answer for this. Right? These roots seen in the images are stilted roots to support the tree in soft and shifting mud. Okay, roots with pores to enable the trees to breathe when when other roots are submerged in the water. Then dendritic roots to reach groundwater. And option A and B. अब इनमें से कौन सा करेक्ट ऑप्शन यहाँ पर आप चूज करोगे? राइट? अब आप बताइए इसमें आपका क्या आंसर हो सकता है? यस. Stilted roots to support the tree in soft and shifting mud. Okay, and their names are stilted roots. Clear? Then come to next. Next is identify the activity seen here. Activity कौन सी यहाँ पर हो रही है? Reforestation. It is reforestation. It's not afforestation. Reason being, you can see very clearly in the picture, in the background, the forested area is there, right? That means this area has been cleared for some or the other purpose, right? The trees have been cut. So in this area, again, if the plantation is done, so that is called reforestation, right? Plantation is being done in that area where earlier forest was existing. Okay. Next question hai beta. Identify the type of forest marked in the light pink color. Now here you can see the map of India is there in front of you, right? इस मैप में पिंक कलर का पोर्शन जो है, पिंक कलर पोर्शन कौन सा है? ये पोर्शन है, ये पोर्शन है, राइट? दीज टू आर द पोर्शंस व्हिच आर मार्क्ड बाय पिंक कलर. अब वो किसको इंडिकेट कर रहा है? कौन से टाइप के वेजिटेशन? ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन? नो. ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडियस? नो, नॉट एग्जैक्टली. देन लिटोरल फॉरेस्ट? नो. So the answer will be tropical thorn forest. Okay. Next है, which of the following characteristic features belong to the forest? Small trees and thick barks, special breathing roots, commercially important trees, trees as high as 50 meters, right? These are a few points which you should remember. Okay. Then next is, which function of the forest is shown here? Is it in this picture? Is it protective, productive, regulatory, or accessory? Yes, it is regulatory because the entire cyclic process is going on here, right? Then next is, trees do not perpetuate which of the following cycles in the atmosphere? That will be water cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, and mineral cycle. So mineral cycle will be the correct option for this. Okay. Next, wood of this tree is used for making piano keys. Yes, the answer will be ebony. Neem tree is called the bitter boon because uh, neem oil, leaves, and extracts are used to cure the various type of diseases. Okay, skin diseases. Then next is, neem is used as an insecticide. Correct. And D is all of the above. That means D will be the correct answer for this. Okay. Then come to next, natural vegetation. Here also a few pictures are there related to which the questions are given over here. Okay. Number one, trees with multi-layered vegetation, right? Multi-layered branches. Intertangled vegetation, tropical deciduous, no. Littoral forest with abundant supply of water. Multi-layered tropical evergreen forest due to the warm and wet climate throughout the year. So C will be the correct answer for this. Which of the following rainfall range would the below kind of forest thrive in? कौन से रेनफॉल रेंज में ये सरवाइव करता है? दैट इज 70 to 100 centimeters. Okay. You can say dry deciduous type vegetation. Next, identify the type of vegetation. Saprophytes, xerophytes, aerophytes, aridophytes. So the answer is going to be xerophytic, xerophytes. Yeah. Which of the following features is false with respect to the vegetation depicted below? इसमें आपका ये आंसर हो जाएगा C. Climbers that have been adapted to absorb oxygen directly from the atmosphere. Okay. Next is, stilt roots for stability in the marsh. No, C will be the correct answer for this. Which of the following statements best describe the conditions for the growth of vegetation depicted below? Yes, अब आप ये बताइए. An altitude of 1500 meters away from the tropics, altitude of 2000 meters and close to the tropics, altitude of 1500 meters close to the tropics, and altitude above 2000 and away from the tropics. Okay, so D will be the correct answer for this. Next, picture below depicts which of the following practice of forest conservation? ये कौन सा फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन मेथड यहाँ पर फॉलो किया जा रहा है? एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री. एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री एक्चुअली चिल्ड्रन, आई हैड एक्सप्लेन्ड ऑल दिस अर्लियर ऑल्सो. एग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री में फॉरेस्ट्री भी होती है, एग्रीकल्चर भी होता है, एंड इवन वी कैन रेयर द animals, the cattle and all. Okay. So all these, the best possible use of that land is done. Okay. So यहाँ पे आंसर होगा agroforestry as a sustainable combination of agricultural and forest produce. Okay. Right. That will be the correct answer. Next question, the picture below depicts a dense forest with thick moss growing on the rocks and trees with the appropriate climatic condition for such vegetation. Answer will be annual rainfall above 2000 millimeters with humidity exceeding 77%. Okay. Then identify the type of vegetation in the region marked. This entire area which is marked, that shows the alpine type of vegetation. So A will be the correct answer for this. Okay. So this is all with the questions, children. And just two more questions are there. Identify the type of vegetation that could grow in the region marked. अब यहाँ पर आप देखो कौन सा रीजन है, ये पेनिनसुलर रीजन में भी इंटीरियर्स है. इंटीरियर्स में रेनफॉल गेट्स वेरी लेस. ओके. तो यहाँ पर जो है कुछ सेमी एरिड टाइप की कंडीशन डेवलप हो जाती है. तो यहाँ भी आपको जेरोफाइटिक वेजिटेशन मिलेगा. Okay, as compared to any other, xerophytic will be definitely present there. Okay. Then next, identify the type of vegetation that could grow in the region shown. अब इस region में आप देख सकते हो which area has been shown in this delta, right? So over deltaic region or the coastal area which we had discussed earlier also, okay, which type of trees can survive? Yes, which type of vegetation can survive? That will be always, yes, littoral forest, right? Littoral forest ho gaya, ya pneumatophores wala, which are present in the trees, that will be possible in such conditions, right? So this is all, children, with the question answers and the MCQs especially related to the natural vegetation. Okay. Now, I hope you all prepare yourself very well, because now very less time is left for the board exam, right? I wish you all good luck and best wishes. Till the time we meet again with a new video, I'll join, okay, with the same way with several MCQs and all that. Till then, bye.